I said previously, it's a little bit awkward that we have never had an MOU with Nepal. We have with other countries, but we never had with Nepal. Taking into consideration that Nepal is number 2 source of workers for Malaysia. That was my statement. Why it was not there, I'm not sure. Oh, it depends on the Nepal side, actually. And my understanding is the Nepal side is waiting for us to finalize the MOU. So we'll see. We hope that because now the discussions is ongoing and going very fast. Within these 2 or 3 weeks, we've seen the positive development in terms of the MOU. So we hope that the MOU could be finalized soon. The MOU is actually the instrument that will specify responsibilities, procedures that has to be followed by both sides. So it's everything will be put in black and white. So after this, there's no more queries, because for our side, in terms of our system implemented here, there's always ongoing debate. Why we are doing this security screening, why we are doing this medical screening. I didn't see any queries was made with other countries, only with Malaysia. So I'm not sure why. So with this MOU, it's supposed to, as all already mentioned in the MOU, so I believe or I hope that later in the future, no more queries about why there are security, why there are medical screening before we do our recruitment to Malaysia. So that is the purpose of our MOU. And with the Nepal side, you are more interested to know on who will bear the cost and everything. So it is. Yeah. So it is stated in the MOU. How is best for the MOU to finalize? So after that only I can disclose.
So who will?
But the general is in the MOU. For us, the recruitment has to follow our system, our procedures. Because it has to go through security screening, health screening before apply for visa. So that is the standard.
So just 700 rupees.
Is it the only cost that they pay, or the cost for the visa?
Yeah. Cost for the visa was just 700 in 2013.
And then we upgrade.
It's gone up to
In 2013, we used the stamping visa. Now we use the sticker visa. And we upgraded our visa system. So there's always a cost incurred. And the cost is not only in Nepal. The cost is wherever all over countries that requires visa from Malaysia. So you have to understand that. No, 18,000 is inclusive of the 100,000. I was made to understand. So looking at the percentage, 18% out of the total cost. So what are the efforts done to look at the 82% of the cost? This my only personal view. It's not the view of my government. You go there for work, you stay there for at least for 1 year. Throughout the tenure is 3 years. So there's always a cost incurred. There's always some cost incurred. And like I said, the fee is now around 18,000 for 17,400 or 17,500 more or less, depending on the exchange rate. 17,500. You said it. The total cost can go up to 100,000. So my question was 17,500 out of 100,000. So which one is more major than the visa that means? But the attack now is only on our visa. So that I don't understand. That's the people who look at the scenario or wishes to take advantage of the scenario. Government is government. Past government, current government, the policy is there.
Yeah, but the office bearer of the past government, I mean. Yeah.
Until now, there's no proof of the connection. The policy was taken, then the objective is one, to safeguard our security. That's all. So some people wishes to take advantage, either in Malaysia or here, sees it as an opportunity to take advantage. I'm not sure of what are the objectives, but as of now, the system is as it is. The system is as it is. No, we, as I said, we respect any policy that you implemented. You should be asking the stakeholders here, the one involved in the recruitment here. You should ask the agents what their views on the policy. For us, you put the free visa, free ticket. Okay. For us, that's your decision. It's feasible. First with Bangladesh, we do it G2G, but then we change it to G2G plus. First G2G, there's no more agents. The the role of agents, like workers, there's also good agents, there's also bad agents. So you need to identify which one are the good agents, because for agents, they're doing this business, they also contribute to your economy. They pay the taxes, they pay everything. So if you manage the agents well, then it can be good as well for your country. So with G2G plus is government to government with the involvement of agents. Like I said before, if G2G, if we do it with Nepal, so DOFE, this is my understanding, DOFE have to have a bigger role to play. I'm not sure whether your DOFE is ready for that. If we proceed, then they have to be ready. So that is the general aspect of G2G and G2G plus.
So do you think it is feasible?
If you ask me, yes, of course, it's feasible.
Why do you don't why don't you believe like it won't be willing to
Because more and more workers will go after 1 month, come back, because it's a free ticket to Malaysia. 1 month go there, have leisure time. 8 o'clock go to factory, 5 o'clock come back, or 4 o'clock come back, receive salary, and then run away. Who's going to who's going to make sure that no such scenario will happen? Because it's free. You pay nothing. You can go there. Only for 1 month. I'm not saying that it will happen. It might happen. And who will make sure that it will not happen? Because every angle we have to need. Because you have to understand as well. Whatever we do is based also on our experience, because we take workers from many countries. So every countries there's scenarios, there's something happen that experienced us. Oh, so after this we have to make this, after this we have to make this. So it's a gradual improvement to our system. Like the security screening ini, it's only was implemented I think 4 or 5 years back. So based on what happened to us, then we learn, we have to do this, we have to do that. Scenario, we only give security, recruitment of security to Nepal. That's the privilege that we give to Nepal. If the scenario continues, let's say deadlock, which is very unlikely, but if, because I know now the negotiation for MOUs is ongoing positively, but if there's deadlock and the situation prolongs, then we have to take certain measures to rectify our own arrangements, like maybe open up the recruitment for security to other countries as well. So in order to rectify the situation, so we not to say that not to say of threatening anybody. It's just that there are ways, like same like your side. If you're not sending to Malaysia, then I suppose you will be looking at yeah, the situation is the same. Our main concern is for us, our system, a recruitment has to follow our system.
What is your system?
The security screening, medical screening, that's the thing.
But only Nepal government has cancelled those organizations.
Yeah.
So what will happen again?
What?
Government cancelled your system here.
No, now there's no workers going to Malaysia. I want to ask your understanding. Why there's no workers going to Malaysia? Why?
Because the government is barring them from going.
Because there's no approval.
Yeah.
What if the government gives the approval? Once we receive the approval, and the procedure continue. Because as of now, we never receive in writing for the centers to close down. I'm also confused because there's a lot of talk and everything, but we receive nothing.
So it was just verbal message.
Everything was verbal.
You're not receiving anything. You're not receiving.
No. No or not yet. I hope it's. I hope we will never receive in writing, because if we receive, I've told the foreign minister last time. If we receive, then we have to obey. We have to follow your decision. But if we close, then there's no procedure. There's no people going to Malaysia. Same goes with OSC, because there's two parts. There's two parts of the total cost. The one that we said 17,500. There's two parts. One is on the recruitment. Recruitment involves security screening and health screening. After that, after workers pass both, then the employers in Malaysia will apply with our immigration department. Immigration department will then assess the online, because the health screening, the result is online, which can be accessible by our immigration department. They check with the system, all clear, then they give the approval. Give the approval, then only these people can apply for our visa. So two separate parts. Visa is visa. For employment part is another, is additional. ISC and I have. So they go to OSC, One Stop Center, with all the documents. Then only they apply. So go back to my point that we have never received anything in writing. Same goes to OSC. If we received in writing for the center to close, then we close. For me, I'm very straightforward. We close. But there will be no visa issuance here. Because as of now, our policy is the visa application goes through the center. Then the center will send to us. Because the processing is done there. They will vet the documents, everything. Then they will send here. So if they close, so where you want to send the application? There's no center here. So you have to go to other centers. Our other centers is in either in India or in Bangladesh, the nearest.
Which is census?
Because OSC is our standard everywhere, not only in Nepal. Standard everywhere. Now for us, everything, we started in China. And then we see that it improves our visa delivery system. So we extended to all.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Your government wants only old system. Old means our old 3-month back system. Your government wants, but Nepal government doesn't want this system. So it is very difficult for the workers.
Yeah.
So
That's why for us, if this delay 3 months, 5 months, even for 1 year, for me, I just follow the rule. For recruitment, it has to go through these steps.
So how long will go with this system?
I don't know.
So Malaysia also one of the major, major destination. Because the government is barring them from going.
Because there's no approval.
Yeah.
What if the government gives the approval? Once we receive the approval, and the procedure continue. Because as of now, we never receive in writing for the centers to close down. I'm also confused because there's a lot of talk and everything, but we receive nothing.
So it was just verbal message.
Everything was verbal.
You already receiving anything? You already receiving?
No or not yet. I hope I hope we will never receive in writing, because if we receive, I've told the foreign minister last time. If we receive, then we have to obey. We have to follow your decision. But if we close, then there's no procedure. There's no people going to Malaysia. Same goes with OSC, because there's two parts. There's two parts of the total cost. The one that we said 17,500. There's two parts. One is on the recruitment. Recruitment involves security screening and health screening. After that, after workers pass both, then the employers in Malaysia will apply with our immigration department. Immigration department will then assess the online, because the health screening, the result is online, which can be accessible by our immigration department. They check with the system, all clear, then they give the approval. Give the approval, then only these people can apply for our visa. So two separate parts. Visa is visa. For employment part is another, is additional, ISC and health. So they go to OSC, One Stop Center. with all the documents, then only they apply. So go back to my point that we have never received anything in writing. Same goes to OSC. If we received in writing for the center to close, then we close. For me, I'm very straightforward. We close. But there will be no visa issuance here. Because as of now, our policy is the visa application goes through the center. Then the center will send to us. Because the processing is done there. They will vet the documents, everything. Then they will send here. So if they close, so where you want to send the application? There's no center here. So you have to go to other centers. Our other centers is in either in India or in Bangladesh, the nearest. No, any for us, whoever any workers died in Malaysia, it's taken the action taken is the same, not looking at the so we are constantly improving in terms of the welfare of the workers, like the insurance and everything. Pressing the employers to provide a good working environment, because when it comes to Nepal, numbers one side, the cost is another side. What are the costs? Is it due to accident at workplace, due to accident outside the workplace, due to overwork, and if overwork, is it voluntary or is it being forced by the employers? So we have to look at all the cases. But in terms of the government, we are always improving, because with these cases also we know, okay, next time we know what to do, how to do it.